All right, guys, let's do a general message to start us off. Look, hairs everywhere. I woke up on the right side of the bed today. You ever say that or hear that saying? I woke up on the wrong side of the bed, woke up on the right side of the bed. What determines if it's the right side or the wrong side? Just broke the rubber band. Well, a lot of factors, I guess, but a lot of it probably has to do with us. We decide. Sometimes we're not feeling well, though, or we've got things going on in our lives, or stresses and anxieties. But anyway, I woke up on the right side of the bed today. I don't know why. I just feel much more rested today. I feel much more focused and ready to take it on. So here we go. No clue what's going to come out, but we're going to go ahead and set the intention right now. The intention set for this message is positive energy. Positive energies that will motivate, uplift, and inform. Positive energies. But positive energies doesn't always mean the message will be necessarily or come across as positive, but sometimes things can be blessings in disguise. So positive is also in the eye of the beholder. Some people think positive is a tower. I am one of those. Even if at the time it's not positive. You see what I'm saying? And some people think, well, that's very negative. So let's just see what we get here. I really feel like playing in my makeup today too. You know, I like makeup. I'm a cosmetologist. I love makeup. I love hair. I love it. But the older I get, the less that I experiment and try. Well, with clothes I experiment, but makeup less and less. I don't know. And it used to always be my passion. And I'm in this like explore makeup today, and I really want to do something alienistic. So I don't know. I thought about it. I thought about actually doing it and then just wearing it on video, but I didn't. My cat must have got up here. There's cat hair all over this. Okay, beautiful. You guys are showing up in the energy of the Emperor. I love that. We'll get into it. That's your position here. Bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Swords. You got somebody kind of wondering where you're currently at. Maybe physically wondering where you're currently at or where you stand, period, in your own individual life, what you're doing. But maybe even where the two of you stand. Someone curious about that. What's going on with you? They want to know the truth. Okay. So someone's currently feeling the Nine of Wands. Why the Nine of Wands? Well, right off the bat, it feels like somebody is a bit protecting themselves emotionally right now with you. Vice versa, you can reverse this whole entire message. They do enjoy you. They do feel fond of you. This is a card of like, I want to be around you, or I love being around you if this is someone that you're around. I love hanging out with you, even spending time with you, or I would love to do that. I like to engage with you. The Three of Cups is a card of engagement. You see three people here. They're all engaging with one another, having a good time. You know, it seems to be kind of uplifting one another. All their arms are up, you know. But with that Nine of Wands there, it shows that someone still has their walls up, their guards up, you know, kind of like, it's almost like somebody's trying to figure out where the two of you stand. You know, they just want to know. Where do we stand? Or where do you stand with me? Where do you stand in your own life? Fall is very significant here. We're coming into fall, right? When is fall? I never really pay attention to these pumpkins down here, but see those pumpkins? Pumpkin, someone could call someone pumpkin or sweet, or maybe someone really loves pumpkin or pumpkin spice or pumpkin flavor. I also get something to do with Florida or oranges here. Or citrus. If this is an acquaintance situation or a friend situation where we're getting to know somebody with that Page of Swords, we don't know them well, you know, if this is that, I'm just going to throw this out here because it's coming to me. This is kind of like I'm getting to know someone. We'll see where this goes, but we're not showing all of our cards yet. We're not showing all of our hand, basically, because not everybody has to know everything. Okay, I got tangles. Look at that. It's fine. Right? That's my mood today. It's fine. So you got somebody here who, you know, the vibes between you and them for the most part are good. You guys have happy times together, or you've had happy times together, or you're planning to have a happy time together. But maybe even socialize with one another, spend time together. This could be someone that is like you guys are on a friend type, or you're friendly towards one another. You're good standing. But also, we're protecting ourselves, which I think is healthy. I don't see anything wrong with that. Somebody's protecting themselves from, you know, just, you can have a friend, you can have a best friend, you can have a love, you can have a lover, you can have, you know, a posse, a group of people, but that doesn't mean they, again, have to know everything about you. It doesn't mean that you have to let them into the deepest, darkest secrets of you. Maybe we are, or we are getting to know that about each other, or we already do, but we don't know everything, and that's fine. I don't see any problem with that. I think there's this little machine that sprays. It's like one of those air freshener things. I just put that in here. So if you hear that and that translate on the video, don't feel weird. Oh, look, I got my tea. Sorry, the straw was distracting me. I was just poking up. Boop. So yeah, we basically covered that. See, moon in reverse. The more we get to know about one another, or the more clear we are with one another, the more I feel like I can let down my guard, the more I feel like I can relax and be myself around you or towards you or with you. But I still keep some things to myself just in case, you know? But for the most part, I have good feelings towards you. But anything is subject to change. Kind of like that, right? Queen of Wands, very attracted to your energy. They find you to be easy to get along with. I mean, unless something's wrong with them. Three of Cups with the Queen of Wands, that somebody's easy to get along with. Very easy to talk to when we need to. Or when we do come together, Three of Cups, when we do hang out, when we do conversate or engage, whether it's on the phone or in person, it's a good time. I enjoy your company. I enjoy your energy. I find you to be someone who puts me in a good mood for the most part. You make me think. You know, the Queen of Wands, I don't know if is ever seen as somebody who can make people think, but really is, because the Queen of Wands is somebody who's had a lot of experience. A lot. I always see the Queen of Wands as someone who, like, imagine the Queen of Wands as a mother. This would be a great foster mother. This would be a great mother, period, or person. Doesn't have to be a woman, but because more than likely they're street smart, they've had a lot of experiences of their own, and they're kind of able to understand different people well. It's not so serious all the time. Not that they can't be serious, not that they can't get angry, and not that they can't fight, but they know how to, probably in the upright, control themselves. And also, there's this freedom to the Queen of Wands that I really love. As fire energy, it flows. And it's not always on. Think of a fire. It's not always burning strong. We can be charismatic and all this, but sometimes we know when to like lay off and sit back and do our own things. We don't want to lose our individuality or our autonomy or be controlled in any way, lest it snuffs out our light and our energy and our creativity. So we need time to replenish and rejuvenate our own energy. So we allow space with people. And that is what someone sees you as. They see you as somebody who it's attractive in a way, but also kind of maybe makes them a little uncomfortable. Maybe they're used to connections, friendships, lovers, however this goes, where they cling or they suffocate. And that is how, to them, it's trained them to believe like that's what a friend does, or that's what a real, lover does. But you are kind of you're showing somebody there's different ways to be. And sometimes you can love someone or be just as good of friends with someone and allow space. Like, I don't have to be stuck up your ass 24/7, okay? And hopefully I'm not, because it will drive me crazy. Please don't be stuck up my ass 24/7. You're not going to hear from me all the time, and I don't necessarily want to hear from you all the time. With all due respect, I got my life, you got yours. Let's not lose our individuality here. That's not what we want to do, because then at that point, am I really loving you for you, or am I loving you because I want you to be just like me? No. So I think somebody sees you as someone who does give space. At times it could make them uncomfortable. It could make them wonder what you're doing, or what your motives really are with them, or if you can really be trusted. But that is literally a them issue, and it's only because they are probably more than likely used to people who are stuck up their ass 24/7, whether it's a lover, whether it's friends, anything, family. You're different. I'll say you are very different than what this person is probably used to dating, or if it's not love, what they're used to being friends with. Something like that. They find you funny. They find you to be very confident, standing your ground, independent. I mean, good feelings, guys. There's good feelings here, but there's also this kind of when it comes to you. But that, I'm telling you, it actually has nothing to do with you, because you are showing up as the emperor. It has nothing to do with actual you, nor do I think that you think it does. Whatever somebody feels they need to put walls up with you for, it has nothing to actually do with you. That's a them thing. That's past training and experiences, and possibly even trauma. That's programming. It has nothing, again, to repeat myself, to do with you. You don't even seem bothered if someone, if they put walls up with you, or you can feel it, you can tell, and it doesn't bother you at all, because you understand. Because also I feel that it's called boundaries. I think that you have healthy boundaries as well. It's okay for people to have boundaries. In fact, you will respect a person more that is that way, because you are that way. And you respect that because you see that as something that's healthy and productive. What I think you wouldn't like is somebody clinging to your energy and maybe getting pissy with you or something, because you're not constantly wrapped up in their energy. You know what I mean? Like, so you could be a really busy person. The Queen of Wands is rather busy, and so is that Emperor. They can be very busy people. I think a lot of us are busy. We all have families or something like that. We all have our jobs or whatever. We're all busy. And then, not to mention that, but we're all on our own little individual journeys here, and you can call it spiritual journeys or whatever path people choose to take. We're busy, Six of Wands. Why is that here? The Devil. See, the Devil can also be, look at that gnat flying around. The Devil can also be secrecy. Again, I'm just getting that it's almost, I don't know. Just be aware. Not beware, but be aware, and I think you are with the Emperor here. I think you're highly aware of this, whether you let on that you're aware of this or not. I think that you are aware, or please be aware, that this is a person who, they're not used to your type. I'm sorry, but they're not. And there's a side of them that they can be controlling. Whether they admit it or not, they can be controlling. I think all of us to a degree can be controlling. So it's not to shit on this person or anything, but there's a side of them that feels they don't know if they can completely trust you. Again, that's a them thing. And I mean, it's okay. Then they should go with that. If they feel that they can't, okay, go with that then, you know. I think they wonder a lot about you when you aren't connecting to them. Like, what do you do in your private life? What do you do when we don't see each other or when we aren't talking? Because with this, I'm telling you, at the bottom of the deck with this, it's like, what are you doing? Where are you going? Who are you around? Who do you talk to? What is your life? Like, somebody's very much wanting to know the truth about your life, apart from when you connect with them. Interesting. It's almost like there's this energy present here of whoever this is, friend, lover, whatever, potential lover, family member, whoever this person is, that they want this stronger tether with you. And it's like, the only way I can describe this is, I'm getting a visual now. I love when that happens because it helps me. Of a fisherman in a boat, which they often give me visuals like this to describe things when I can't describe them, when the words won't come to me, and I'm getting it now. So I see, picture this with me. There's a fisherman in a boat, fisherwoman, and they are casting out the pole, and they catch you. But you break free of it, and then they keep doing it, and they catch you again, and you break free of it. You keep breaking free of the lure, or the. I'm not saying this is someone who's trying to catch you up in something or catch you, but they are trying to keep an energetic cord connected to you, or a tether, or something like that, and you keep breaking free of it, and they're wondering like how they can catch you and keep you. And some of you, this means catch you in the sense of get everything out of you that they want to know. I'm not saying for nefarious reasons. I can just tell that someone here is like, you're different. You're different from each other. You're very different, and that's fine. Good. But they are, I mean, there's plenty of other fish that they could catch. They seem to already, in my visual, they have fish already in their bucket. So this would be like their friends, their family, possibly even another lover or other lovers. They have people they talk to that are already caught. They already have these energetic cords attached to, and they talk all the time, and they know those people will be right there answering the messages directly right away, showing up right away. But you're different. You seem to wiggle free of this line every time. And that is perplexing. It almost makes somebody want to connect more, and also kind of be like, well, what's the hell's the problem? Like, is my bait not good enough? Is it not attractive enough? What is it? What is this? You know, so like, but it's there's almost this. If this is a love thing, make sure that someone, as time goes on, doesn't want you because they can't get you or keep you or capture you the way that they are able to capture other people. The way other people are swimming to the lure, swimming to the bait. They're like easily caught. Whereas you're kind of like, every now and then I want to connect. That's funny. Hermit in reverse. Every now and then I want to connect. I come out of my isolation to connect, and then I go right back in. So it's like when you have hermit crabs. I used to have hermit crabs, and sometimes they'll come out and play with you. They'll walk on your hand, and sometimes they don't want you to mess with them. It's kind of like that. You know, it's nothing personal. It's just like I need time to like recharge my social battery or something. Okay. Strong Capricorn here. Aries with the Emperor. Lots of fire. Aries, Leo, Sag. Okay. Why is the Devil here? Yeah, don't go. Don't go. There's this strong need to like hold on. I'm not saying it's toxic. I'm not saying it's negative. Could it be toxic if you allow it to be? Yes. Yes. Very. But you seem to be in control right now of you. This isn't about controlling another. It's about controlling you. And, you know. So somebody wants to see this go somewhere with you. They want to see the two of you become really close friends, or they want to see the two of you become lovers, or they want to see the two of you get married or live together, build a family together, you be theirs, mine. It's very mine, which sometimes that can be sexy, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes it's like, well, the idea of it is sexy, but also please know that I am still my own. And I can let you think all day that I am yours as a friend or as a lover or even a family member. But please do not get it confused, whether you like it or not. The devil loves to the devil energy loves to keep, you know, hoard, keep, gather. It's a gatherer of souls and energy. And when it can't keep, it wants it more. You know what I mean? I want it more. And that's the thing here. That's the vibe with the Five of Pentacles in reverse, because the Five of Pentacles upright is abandonment. It's leaving someone out in the cold. It's neglecting people when they need. But this is someone who's saying, I don't necessarily need you, which I love. I love that. They don't need you as a friend or as a lover or even as a family member, like whatever. They don't need you because they have other fish in their bucket. But they want you. That's beautiful. Good. It's good to be wanted and chosen. But to what, you know what I mean? So I think you have to be careful with whoever this is. Like, continue to keep, even because they can be very alluring and it can be very tempting to want to just fall into the arms of this person. Or if it's a friend, like hang out with them all the time. Tell them all your deepest, darkest secrets, like word vomit, everything. But try to keep structure here. Try to keep your independence as much as you can. It's going to probably irritate this person, but also it's alluring. It's also almost like a challenge. It's a challenge. So with this in reverse is somebody who doesn't want you to get too far away from them. If they go for any distance of time of being disconnected from you, it's only maybe in hopes that it'll make you question where they stand, but you don't. You don't question where someone stands because you keep the energy flowing. Like I was talking about with this Queen of Wands, is more likely to be like, go live your life, do your own thing. You know what I mean? I don't want to be controlled, and I'm not going to try to control you. I can't stand that, actually. It's the most unattractive motherfucking thing ever. Sorry. But it is. Shit. You know what I mean? Unless it's in a sexual way. And again, at the end of it, you're going to unhand me. Or I'm going to make you. Okay? Or we're both going to die together. And if that's the case, I'm ready. Are you? You know, so you may be able to bind me or bondage me or whatever you want to do. Or, okay, for the time being. And eventually I'm going to be like, all right, well, go on. Take the handcuffs off. You know what I mean? That was fun while it lasted, but I'm tired now. Okay. So why is this Three of Wands here? Well, lift off. Yeah, see? Look at this. See, they have similar energy to you, but it's in a very unbalanced. That's why the Devil's here. The Devil is... It would be an unbalanced energy because here's the pentacle right over this devil's head. In the upright, this would be the balance of all the elements. Earth, air, fire, water, and spirit. It's in reverse. See that pentacle at the top of the devil's head? It's unbalanced, it's out of control energy, but very controlling at the same time. But within itself is very out of balance. So they are out of balance, and the more that they don't keep you, the more they don't know if they can, the more they don't know about you, the more mysterious you are, the more independence you have, the more you kind of flutter. I'm hearing it like flutter. Flitty, I flit, I flee, I fly. You know, that's from Sound of Music, something to do with muse. Muse, you are this person's muse. I don't know, they haven't told you that. You are their muse. Music is important here as well. I'm seeing it from the Sound of Music where she goes, that, you know, the kids are putting on a play and they go, I flit, I flee, I fly. No, it was before the play. When, if you've ever seen the Sound of Music, if I remember, I'll try to find the clip and put it, yep, my nose is itching. Now I'm starting to itch. All the children are dressed up and the father, whatever, the Baroness, they have this like party and all these people are there and these kids are putting on this little skit. It's not the play yet, but it's the skit. I believe this is where Liesel, sounds like lethal, is a lethal weapon, something to do with that. Or maybe it's the little girl. Either way, okay, let me focus. She goes, I flit, I flee, I fly. That's you. She's like the wind. That's you. She or he, whoever's watching this. She's like the wind. You're like a flit, I flit, I flee, I fly. You're like a butterfly. You're like, you know, hard to pin down. And they just want to pin you down, you know, in whatever way. Whether it's, you know, I don't know. It could be in any way. Depends on if it's a lover, love interest, friend that will turn into a lover, or a friend, period, or family, or whoever. So, King of Wands in reverse with this Three of Wands upright is somebody wants this to go somewhere specific. They do have a specific outcome in mind. They want to be able to put you in the bucket. Mr. Bucket, Mr. Bucket, there's a hole in my bucket. And they don't have you in the bucket yet because you keep breaking free from the line. Okay? And they don't really know what to do. You kind of stump them. This is somebody that you stump them, and when they're stumped, they don't get stumped easily. This person, not at all. The King of Wands in reverse with the Devil energy, they don't get stumped easily at all, and they get plenty of attention from other people. Plenty of people, I'm telling you, are in their phone talking to them. They have plenty of friends. They have plenty of maybe even lovers, whatever this is. And they're very charming. Think about the King of Wands. Very similar energy to the Queen of Wands. Very charming, very charismatic, all the things, right? Has no problem getting and even obtaining, and probably even has people that are very clingy to them, and they love it because they love the energy. I'm not saying they're a bad person. It's just how they are. You know, they're a very strong person. But they're kind of even questioning, maybe even getting a little irritated at times with you because they're questioning their own ability to, like, they're almost like mirror, mirror on the wall. Tell me who's the fairest of them all, because it's not telling them anything right now. And they're charming, but they're questioning if their charm is working on you, or if you're really their friend, or if you can be trusted, or if you really are into them or attracted to them. It's really perplexing. You are perplexing. And it's getting someone to a point of, I don't have control of the situation with you, whoever you are watching, and I want to know why. So they could be trying to Page of Swords, you know, again, see, we're circling back around, see where you're going, what you're doing, you know, get information, so that they can proceed forward. Ultimately, someone's plan is to wrangle you, but you keep breaking free. They cannot, you slip through their fingers. When I was a little girl, I've told you this before. This is when I first realized that I was connected to the jellyfish. I don't care if I sound crazy. I'm crazy. Fine. I am very connected to the jellyfish. I am a jellyfish spirit. I don't give a shit. When I was a child, really, really young, I don't even know how old I was because I don't remember everything from my childhood, but bits and pieces and specks of things really stand out to me, and I vividly remember this. And I believe I was at a place called Ship Island. As much as it sounds like I dreamt it up, right? There's a place I know called Ship Island, and I remember the water and the sand being gross. Like, it wasn't clean. Anyway, and there was these boys. I was a little further out in the water. I can picture this right now. I guess because when you're a kid, you're not really scared. I mean, I wasn't scared of shit. That's why, hey, experience, you know, lots of things happen and you learn the hard way. I don't advise that for anybody, but that's how the fuck I learned still even. But I'm in the water and I'm further out than these boys in this dark water. I mean, it's just dark water. You can really see. And these boys are picking something out of the water, and they're like ripping it in half and throwing it at each other and throwing it in the water and laughing as it gulps into the water. I'm like, the fuck? So I look down and I see right at the surface of the water. I'm telling you, the water was dark, man. But you could see just enough, just, you know how you look down in the water, even if in darker water like a lake, you can see a little bit further. There was a jellyfish swimming by me, and I froze. I didn't know what the fuck it was. I don't even know if I had ever seen a jellyfish at that point. Ever. How would I? I don't live anywhere near water where there would be jellyfish at the time. We were on vacation. So I see this jellyfish, and something just tells me, I mean, I didn't know if that's exactly what they were throwing at the time, but I scooped my little hand underneath it and picked up this jelly. And I remember I guess it wasn't one that stung because I didn't get stung. And like a moon jelly, maybe, I don't know. And it just sat on my hand, and it was like jelly. It was so weird how it felt, and I fell in love. Like, I could cry. It seems like a stupid thing to say, but I don't care. This is my truth. And I fell in love with the jellyfish. And when I think about how I love jellyfish, I think about, trust me, I'm getting to a point here. That scene in Men in Black, I think it was the first one, where the alien guy was made of all the roaches and all the bugs, and Will Smith is stepping on them at the end. He goes, oh! And then the alien turns around. He's getting pissed because, you know, Will Smith is stepping on his people. And so he's stepping on the roaches or the bugs, and he's like, oh, was that your auntie? You know, and he's like doing it on purpose to hurt the guy, to hurt him. I mean, he was a bad alien, but he was hurting the creatures that were connected to him, because he knew the person would feel it. And so then I look up and I realize that's what the boys are ripping apart and throwing. And ever since then, I just thought, this is who I am. And it's funny because my whole life I feel like if it wasn't me ripping myself apart, which mostly it has been, it was other people doing it. Still happens. Yeah. And it makes a lot of sense. It really was like telling my story before I even knew my story, what it was going to be. And I see you slipping through the fingers like that jellyfish. So unless you plan to rip me apart, you're not going to be able to capture me like you do other people. And that's okay. You should be okay with that. But see, we're dealing with devil energy here. Someone who is in devil energy. That's not okay to them. That's not what they think true friendship is. That's not what they deem true love as. It's capturing entirely. I think you don't mind a bit of capture, but you also like capture and release. You like to be able to breathe. I'll fly to you freely and land on your finger if I also know that you will set me free when I want to go. Like Phantom of the Opera. You want to keep me in your labyrinth forever? You want to keep me underground forever? You want to love me freely? Is it really love that you're offering me? Is it really true friendship you're offering me? Or are you trying to control me? You want to merge with me or something? Like, what is this? And that's fine. It is. Everybody's different, man. Like, if that's how somebody loves, or if that's what they deem true friendship to be, that's fine. But then we would just need to know that now, because this is not compatible, ultimately. And it could end up being very dangerous, or it could end up being the demise of you or this person, you know. So tread carefully on the surface of these waters with somebody. Be careful. I missed you guys. I missed you. Maybe someone's going to say that. I miss you. Maybe you feel that as well. I miss you. I missed you. And that's okay. As you know, it's fine. But anyway, yes, I personally missed you guys. I just working so many days in a row and doing 2 jobs. 3 really, because I still cut hair. So it's see, it makes me feel trapped. So oh my god, this is the whole fucking message. Sorry, I'm in the middle of painting my nails. Look where I cut the deck. Trapped, prisoner, and free. I'm telling you, I've already talked about this so many times, but this is a song after my own heart. I'm telling you, I love this song so much. It's by Miley Cyrus, called I Can't Be Tamed. And she says it all in that song. If I remember again, I'll try to put that down in the comments. But I have to talk about it, guys, because it's perfect here. I can't be tamed as a friend, as a lover, nothing. If you try to tame me or control me in any way, do your little research behind the scenes. Check up on me. Drive around if you must. Have your friends check up on me. Make sure I'm staying in line. Whatever you want to do. That's because you're going to do it anyway. But if you try to control me and I find out about it or I'm onto it, I'm gonna cut whatever energetic cord you think is there. I'm gonna cut away from it. And deep down, you know that that's what I'm gonna do. You know that because that's what I've been doing. And so it won't be good here. You know, like the crazy you might come out. Don't fuck with me or my tentacles will sting the shit out of you. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to fuck with you, and don't try to fuck with me. It's like that. Love me freely and you can love me forever. Look at me getting passionate about it. But damn, you know, I can't be tamed. That's not for everybody. Some people love that shit. Some people love that shit. That's friendship to them. That is true love to them. Is that, you know, and maybe that was once upon a time for some of us the way we thought true friendships were or true love was. But some of us are different now. And we're like, fuck that shit. No. That'll make me run faster than anything. You won't ever hear from me again. Rock Mafia. For those who don't know me, I can get a bit crazy. Yeah, right here. You think she can get crazy? She can get very crazy. But she's always looking out to other things. You know, good luck holding her attention for too long. That's you. And that's okay. If you want someone who you have their attention all the time, then find someone else. Shit. But no, people can't do that. They want to get the one they want. They want to capture the one that they want, but then they can't appreciate or accept the person for as they really are, which is someone who doesn't want to be captured. It's like you're a test study. I can get a bit crazy, have to get my way. Yep, 24 hours a day because I'm hot like that. There's nothing wrong with that. You're your own person. You want to get your way in the sense of my way is being free. And I will get my own way, because if I'm ever in a connection or a friendship or love or anything where I'm going to be controlled, count me the actual fuck out. And be mad at me for it. I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't even have to be this way. But you can't seem to understand freedom. And then you're going to be mad at me for it. No. But it's going to happen anyway. I feel like eventually you need to be very careful here with somebody. I'm not saying they're a bad person. I think we all came here and we're different. We're all different in our own way, and we have different paths here. This is this person. I don't know if this is just maybe who they think they are, or it's part of their programming, if they can be shifted or changed in some way. But it's not for you to do that. It's up to them. You know, here we go with the fucking gnats, which is also relevant. Just right there, you know. Every guy, okay, what's the part that stands out to me? You get the point. Here, I can't get over the gnat. See, it's starting to like fluster me a little bit. Don't let this get to you. Don't let it get to you or worry about how you're making someone feel. You're not necessarily responsible for their feelings. Now, if you're out there and you're intentionally, like your intent is to fuck with people's heads or to keep them guessing or to, play the little cat and mouse game, or we're in, we're out, just to like, play some sick little game, then that's different. But if that is not what you're doing, which is not what I'm seeing here in this particular message, then it's not your responsibility to babysit how someone feels about your independence. It is what it is, I want to fly, I want to drive, I want to go. I want to be a part of something I don't know. And if you try to hold me back, I might explode. Baby, by now you should know I can't be tamed. And I cannot say that enough. I will always channel that song when I get messages like this, because you may not be a fucking homemaker. Not everybody wants to be. That doesn't mean you're not a homebody and like to be home. But, time and place for everything. You may have this side of you that likes to be home. There's nothing wrong with this type of person either. But whoever I'm picking up on today, you are not this all the time. Nor is this what you inspire to be. You naturally on the inside are a free spirit. You may have sides of you that likes, submission and interconnectedness. I don't ever say that word, but that's coming to me, and closeness. And you may have the side of you that likes bondage and, whatever you want to call it. But that's just a side of you. Who you are at the core is a free bird, And if somebody can appreciate that and understand that about you, then we can make some magic. That's exactly what she says in the song. Where is that at? Did I already say that? Okay. I'm like a puzzle, but all my pieces are jagged. And if you can understand this, we can make some magic. I'm on like that. We can work together. This can work. We can be real good friends, actually. If you understand that I'm not going to be like anybody else that you've ever encountered. It's not because I'm trying to be different. I just can't fucking help it. I'm a jellyfish, right? It's like that energy. I'm different. Sometimes I'm in a school of jellies, and sometimes I'm floating off by myself. That's just me. And leave me the fuck alone when I do that, And don't take it personal, because that's going to piss me off. It's going to get on my nerves. The emperor cannot be controlled. Period. So as long as somebody understands that they cannot control you, they cannot guilt you, you're not going to be made to feel like if they try to punish you in any way, even if it's like indirectly, or make you feel some type of way because it's translating to them that you're making them feel some type of way by you being you. It's just making them, it's because you're different than anyone else, makes them feel some type of way because you don't grab onto the lure and get into their bucket. If they try to, match your energy, you're just going to respect that they're matching your energy, and that will drive someone nuts. And I think you're just kind of making it clear, at least energetically. I don't know if you're verbally saying it. You cannot control me. Please do not try. It's actually like the worst thing you could ever try to do. And not for me even, but like yourself. Just don't. Just fucking don't. Seriously. Because I'm free as a bird now, and this bird you cannot change. Nope. Have I been clear? I'm not trying to be a bitch. I'm not trying to be nasty. I'm not trying to be ugly. But it's critical that you understand. Right now I'm channeling. It's critical that you understand, and I am very transparent about where I stand. As you can be with me. And I will respect what you deem as true friendship and love and all that. And then we can decide from here on out if this is where we end it. We stop being friends, or, you know what I'm saying? Or love, or whatever. Or we move forward. But I will be me, and you be you. Comprende? It's like that. So, Seven of Swords is where we're leaving off here. I like that. It's keeping some plans to ourselves, some things to ourselves, not telling each other everything. Being strategic with one another as someone is being strategic with you. Somebody is definitely being strategic with you right now. Again, I'm not saying they're a bad person. They're just different than you, and that's okay. You're different than them, but I don't know if they really accept that, but it is alluring, and it makes them kind of want to attach to you more. Not always, but usually if people like a pair of shoes, they don't go buy the same pair of shoes, and sometimes we do. But sometimes we will get the other shoes, like the newest shoes or the collector's items, things like that. We always want the ones that are like the most rare, or that are the newest on the scene, even with cell phones or whatever, anything like that. Well, you're different. It's like, you ever see those things on, and so people want it. They want it because it's different. You ever see those like candies, or those, there's things now that look like fruit. They look fucking delicious. I ain't gonna lie. I would love to try them. But it's like that marketing, So there's videos out. I don't know. They're like little shorts videos of people eating these delicious looking fruits, but they're not fruits. They're like cakes and creams. They got cream in them. You know what I'm talking about? And I think you can only get them in California, is what I thought I saw. And everybody's wanting to get them now because they know how to sell it. You know, they're doing little shorts videos on it, which shorts videos are like where it's at now. Everybody's watching the shorts videos. Totally understand. It's because the attention span is shorter. So people are like, yeah, boom, boom, boom. I can just scroll all day. I don't got to watch a whole long video. Totally get it. But the fruit candy thing, it's delicious. Like, you got some looking like peaches, some looking like strawberries, some looking like raspberries, and people are like biting into them slowly and going, So there's like these sensory, all your sensory things are feeling good, and you see the cream come out and they're like, oh my God, this is so delicious, and it looks delicious. But now it's created this frenzy in the viewer, and now we want to go out and buy it. But guess what? It's not where we're at. So then we got to get online and do an online order if they even deliver in our area, and we're all going crazy to get these fucking snacks. And that is the idea here with you, is you are not just like something easy they can throw into their bucket, so to speak. How do you feel that, what type of connection do you feel that you could have with this person if they respect your independence and don't try to control you? If this ain't about control, I don't know what is. I think that you feel you could have a great connection with somebody, a great friendship, a great love, if and only if someone does not try to control you. The only person who controls you is you. It is you. This is about self-control. What makes me happy, what makes me have inner peace, what makes me feel strong and confident is being able to control myself, not having another person do it. I don't need a fucking friend to control me. I don't need a lover to control me or try to, match my energy. I mean, that's fine, but to do it in a sense of Five of Swords, to like maybe hurt me because they feel me doing this, because something going on inside of someone. It's a them thing. I get quiet, I don't speak, I don't say anything, but it's because this is sometimes what makes me happy. Sometimes what makes me feel fulfilled is disengaging from people so that I can recharge my fucking battery, and people don't understand that in today's world, and so it makes somebody start to lose hope and shit. And so they feel you pulling away, and what they try to do is get Five of Swords about it, maybe make you feel some type of way that they're actually feeling. It's a little bit of projection here, or a lot of bit of projection. And really, it doesn't do that. It actually has the adverse effect, because that's something that you're not going to like. So you're basically saying, if this person can tame themselves and they can, control themselves as I am having to control myself, then we can work some magic. Otherwise, no. I think that you're being strategic about the emotion and the compassion. Maybe you are, and maybe even they are, being strategic about the kindness and the connection that you share with somebody. You may even play a little bit naive. This can be someone who's naive. You play it though. Seven of Swords with this. You play naive, but it's because, you may feel intuitively with that High Priestess we saw, that you have to play a bit naive with somebody, that you are none the wiser of what they actually want and who they actually are. Strategy. Your strategy is to play a bit naive. They think they're protecting themselves. It's like you see it coming. You see it coming. Some of you may even intuitively feel that, I don't know if it'll actually happen, but you may intuitively feel at times someone is going to like come at you in some type of way, be a little, you're almost ready for it at any moment, that someone may come at you sideways, and in whatever way they choose to do that, you're prepared. You're almost waiting for it. You're like waiting for somebody to approach you in a certain way, because you know that you're not everybody's cup of tea, especially people like this. And you wouldn't be surprised if someone gets a little aggressive with you or acts some type of way. You're anticipating this. So you may play along or appear as none the wiser about maybe how a person really is, but I almost want to say you've been there, done that. It's because maybe you were this way before as well. so you can see it from a mile away. Okay, that's the message. That's a very long message, but maybe we needed it, huh? It's not gonna be for everybody. And some of you, if it's not your message, this is for somebody connected to you. Maybe it's a child of yours that is dealing with somebody who's like this. You know, your child is more free and independent, is kind of doing their own thing, working on being their own boss, working on being, you know, whatever. Or they already are in some way. And they have much more structure in their life, and you've got somebody who clings on to them, needs their attention constantly, needs constant reassurance. It's not saying it's a bad person, but I think that, you know, if this is one of those situations and it's somebody on the outside of you, they're aware. They're aware. It's kind of like playing with fire here. Somebody's playing with fire. And somebody, yep, playing with fire. And they're scared that, you know, if I play too much in the fire, I'm going to get fucking stuck. I'm going to get stuck. I'm going to get trapped. And that might be someone's plan here. You never know. So I would limit how much, you know, or if it's this person on the outside of you, they should limit how much they conversate or engage with a particular group of people or a particular person, because they could end up, especially if they are actually a bit naive because they're younger or something, not as experienced. It has nothing to do with age. Some people that are younger are smarter than the people who are older. It has to do with experience and trauma. Because something could really be a bad move, could be a setback here. So we have to tread carefully because there's consequences for our actions and decisions and choices. So we have to be real careful. Or our child or children or people on the outside of us have to be real careful right now. Okay, now I'm gonna go. I really enjoyed this message, and I enjoyed sitting here talking to you guys. I missed you, like I said, I missed you. But I've been doing my thing. Here we go, part of the message. I've been doing my thing, and I know you've been doing yours. Did your life stop while I've been doing my thing? No, you've been living your life as well. And that's how it should be. So thank you guys for being here with me. I appreciate it, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.